Hello! What is up? What is up? I apologize for the late start. Sleep is nice. I like sleep. There's something missing from this. This is currently only water. This has no caffeine in it. I require caffeine. So last time we were doing stuff and I was falling asleep. We got to this door and I ended stream because this is a good time to end. That was you know, it's a good spot, I feel. And then Saturday it was like -15 in my house and I stayed curled up in my fucking bed all day to keep from freezing to death. So where is this? The Martyr's Endurance. I don't know what that means. All right, now let's take a drink that actually contains caffeine, huh? All right. Well, hello, kitty cat. You can come down, say hi. Come on. Come on. There we go. We have a kitty. We have a kitty. All right, so what does this say? Before you is a compartment of a massive void ship adapted into a living space from inside the building. The clicking of glasses and numerous voices can be heard. I don't remember why we're coming here. Why are we going here? What is happening? Oh my god, it's not 100%?
My, this place has so many colors. Every shade I can imagine is floating in the air.
Hello, random. Welcome back, welcome back. What did that say? Under the floor, you can see the remains of the void ship's life support system. It seems that whoever dismantled the vessel just decided to leave it in place. Gotcha. What's good? We are... I am confused because I don't remember what the hell it is that I was doing. I don't remember why we're here. But this is where we are. We're playing some Rogue Trader today. Citizen, suspicious brawler, prowler, citizen. Oh, that's my people. Nothing. Medicaid. Stuck to the plates are lumps of sawdust, toxic waste that is sometimes passed off as ordinary nutritious starch. About anything 40k except for the Space Marines one and a mobile game. I am in the same boat. This game has been my introduction to the Warhammer 40k universe. So the only things that I know about 40k is what I learned from this game, and also it's like there's a thing called Slanesh, and orcs have magic because they believe that they have magic. That's all I know about 40k. The poor sap who got his tongue cut out by the anvers. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. He shouldn't have pissed him off. He should have held off on what he was doing until I got here because I just killed them all. Refugee and worker. All right, well. The upholstery of the dirty sofa moves slightly. A soft hissing can be distinctly heard from the depths of the fur. There's a cat underneath here. I know exactly how this goes because I've dealt with this in my own life. Back when I lived with my old roommate, he had a cat who dug up underneath our couch and would like hang out. Is this a turn-based game? Yeah, it's a grid-based combat. You actually have a name. The woman looks to be in her 40s, and she is surveying you with interest. Her right eye appears to be black against her dusty skin, while her left eye emits a greenish light, filtered through the smudged lenses of a prosthesis. Her arms are tattooed all the way from the base of her shoulders to her knuckles. Looking for something specific you're buying or maybe selling? Don't be shy, just ask. Old Ryza knows all kinds of folks. My boys will fetch you anything your heart desires. What you got? Buy everything available. Alright, what did I just pick up? Serrated Greatsword. On a critical hit, the sword inflicts 1 stack of the laceration effect. For each stack, all attacks of this sword against the same target deal plus 10% damage. This would be really good on Capella. Bayonet knife. When the wielder attacks with any ranged weapon at a 1-cell range, the attack also inflicts bleeding 4. Interesting. 10% parry reduction and 5% armor pen for melee attack. Ooh, that's also nice. All of these are nice. Get us anything new? No, we need to get all the way up to 4 to be able to do anything. That sucks. What was this? Oh yeah, that's like really difficult to actually pull off. That would require me to be wielding a pistol. Although apparently there's a pistol wielder in this building, and I think I might actually be. No, I don't think I'm talking to her. No, not you. You. Okay, so if I have this one equipped. Eight to 10, 14 to 20. So we're basically doubling the damage that we do. Yeah. Wait, what is this? Impact. What is Crimson Rage? 3 and 1 AP. Can be used multiple. Oh, okay, yeah. Meh. Dual-wielding chainsaws. That's yeah. Yeah, she's definitely one of my bigger damage dealers. That is for sure. She will fuck people up. Okay, so let's continue talking. Who are these boys you work with? Heard about how the Clipper Saint Cognatius got hit recently. The cargo was cleaned out, everything of value taken. Well, that was my boy's handiwork. Call ourselves the Fellowship. Oh, these are the people whose ship I blew up in the other system. Oops. An association of enterprising, like-minded people who help the upstanding citizens of the Imperium rid themselves of the possessions that are weighing them down. You notice Ablard's face twist in disgust. It would seem he has a rather strong opinion of the individuals to whom Ryza refers to as the Fellowship of the Void. Or it's another word. Please, no need to be so crude. Your steep self, no doubt, is aware that Hieronymus preaches that asceticism is a virtue, and that only by rejecting material wealth can we ascend in faith. Fuck off. Well, I couldn't agree more. We are merely helping the servants of the Imperium to be a little more like Hieronymus and taking a small commission for our trouble. That old rascal, I thought he croaked in the mines a long time ago, but old man Bachval's still alive and kicking, you say? Yep. Me and him have been through a lot of interesting scrapes together, and oh, all the weird and wonderful things we've acquired. Bachval wouldn't send his regards along with just anyone. You must have done him a good turn. Oh, shit. Nice. Because that old Rise is going to give you a special discount. Because you're willing to buy. Tech is always the best, but if it's broke, no sweat, we'll fix it or take it apart. If you score something so nasty that your pussy everyday traders won't even look at it, if you're not, just bring it on over here. Leave it to me and my boys to find the right buyer. Handling of sacred technology by laypersons uninitiated in the omniscience priesthood is a Category 8 blasphemy. Incriminating evidence of profane acts perpetrated by the unit named Old Ryza has been recorded for use in future judicial proceedings. You mean to threaten me, Tech Priest? Well, then I'll keep a record of this conversation too. I wonder which of us will feel the harsh hand of justice first. Will it be me standing in chains before your brethren, or you standing in an airlock before my voice? Yeah. All right, so oops. Got me an extra 5 profit fact. Unfortunately, I still need to get to level 4 before I can buy anything. There's categories of blasphemy. I didn't either. This is news to me too. We will leave for now. Refugee worker. Oh yeah, we've already. Oh hey, look at that. Master crafted power mall. I don't have anybody that uses this. All right. So we got a logic test. Menu system of the Adeptus Masochus looks eerily similar to the design. God damn it! I hate how fast they disappear. Menu system of the Adeptus Masochus looks entirely similar. God damn it! To the design of the internal scan of the fuel compartment. Someone has inserted new data into the void ship's cogitator left over from ancient times. Nice. Oh, that's right. We already did that one. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely not a rogue trader. I don't know what you thought. You're lying. Okay, so not that. You have a name. Left over a pile of pitiful food are stuck to the sides of the plates. All right. Name. The flabby man in worn clothes is sighing sadly over a glass of murky booze. Only when he looks up at you do you notice his eyes, large, piercing, and full of sorrow. A stark contrast to his unkempt appearance. Could it be that someone actually wishes to keep it company? I don't know. You have a name. Allow me to introduce myself. Gordey Skatov, architectural historian. You look deeply despondent over something. What happened? Here I go again, pouring my heart out to have you disappeared in 10 minutes just like everyone else before you. But alright, here's the story of Gordey Skatov, the unluckiest historian in the Imperium. 4 sectors away from here, family was quite influential, which allowed me to dedicate myself to my great passion, the history of the Imperium architecture. Spent a number of years studying every scholarly... Oh my god, you're so interesting. Till one day, on that accursed and blessed day, until one day I came into possession of something quite special. Here it is, my undoing. Okay, this is an authentic booklet called Dwayne's Design, one of the thousands that were printed centuries ago in the times of Footfall's construction. What a curious read. Please tell us more. Cassia takes a shy step forward. Footfall's founder, Lord Paris, creation's grand future. Booklet describes details of what Footfall meant to becoming. God, you're interesting. This is so cool. The interior stuff and things, and oh my god, stained glass windows. Listening. I got carried away, but you must understand how deeply an impression this booklet left on me when my young self picked it up. I simply couldn't think of anything other than Footfall. I ready to give my life just to see this incredible station. And of course, no matter how hard my friends and loved ones tried to dissuade me, I still gathered all my savings and set out on a journey. Man, you're a wordy motherfucker. It is no easy feat to cross two sectors, especially for a common citizen, albeit one who has some resources. Wasn't your family fucking rich? What? Come on. There we go. Oh man, we got our daily kick viewbot attempt. Let's go. And to change one ship after another. I have times being forced to stay on transfer worlds waiting for a vessel headed in the right direction. For one of the services to subside. Sorry. The voyage took me a total of 107 years in real space time, of course. For me, it was much less than that, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 or 35. I reached my dream, and what did I see? A dump in place of the exquisite... Yeah. Imagine something being different after 1,000 fucking years. Yeah, is not what it is. Yeah, if you're a historian, this is part of its history. Footfall's current appearance, slums fused together with the remains of majestic palaces, is a unique phenomenon. It would be curious to observe it if other places have taken after it, therefore solidifying it as a new style of architecture. It still remains a local oddity. My word, you certainly know how to provide an... Yeah. Okay. Or as a church mouse. How? Whatever. It's discovered something interesting. Separate message scattered throughout its pages, taking you its form. Okay. Riddles. Bridge that was supposed to go through the center of this district and into the void toward the neighboring asteroid. Only a couple of its spans were built, and even those lying ruins, still the cache survived. There's somewhere. Okay. Well, we got a couple of caches out of that, but my god. Alright, Abelard. Decanter used to contain a cheap amasec, which for the sake of attractiveness has been obviously been enriched with a deodorizing agent.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Cutscene?
Rough day.
You have no idea.
I just might. That's the second bottle you've downed.
Oh, she was the one that the liege threatened to shoot.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want from me this time? Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
We'll give you grief, all right. Get out!
Okay, so she's the pistol wielder. That okay, so apparently she's the one that we're gonna recruit.
To come himself next time.
There's a lot of bullets.
Tired of your mess. Ow! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Okti Shireen, light of my eyes. Can't you see my soul is full of sadness? Have you no heart at all? Let go of your material concerns and let me grieve in peace. Have we met somewhere before?
You've already forgotten. The woman looks at you with the glassy eyes of a drunk, and you notice the two empty bottles that have been keeping her company before you arrived. She looks completely out of place in this dingy, smoky bar. The fancy attire, the abundance of jewelry, and the implants. Oh yeah, it's just like, it's not specific. Plated with precious metals. Her appearance not only screams wealth, but also audacity. For only an audacious person would flaunt their wealth in a place such as this.
Greetings, Shireen.
I don't know why I was tripping over my words there.
Well then, here's to our meeting. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're someone special, since you've been granted an audience with the Liege of Footfall himself.
Yep.
It's always a pleasure to make the acquaintance of someone powerful. And the timing couldn't be better.
You don't say.
Jai Haidari at your service. Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, may he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on Footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be no trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament.
What do you need help with?
You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on Footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of Footfall's unique atmosphere.
Okay, so somebody stole from you.
When I asked the Liege for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladimir, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads that taking Haydari's property carries certain risks.
Batch cast for recruitment looks that way. He appears to be a serious operator on Footfall. The Liege's refusal to help means the loss of a potential ally, so Jay is encroaching on his turf. If Vladimir is not responsible for the disappearance of Jay's cargo, he will certainly benefit greatly from it. You cat, thank you. That is Johnny Cat. Shelby's around here somewhere. You might be able to see. We got a Shelby cat back there too. She likes to hang out on the cat tree behind me. She does not. She's a bit camera shy. She doesn't come up front very often. Why is this show? Wait, hold up. Let me just double check something real quick, because this is showing me as offline on Kick. No, okay, it was just lying to me. Got it. Understood. I love it when I get lied to. Okay, let's see.
May the Exalted One bless you and your progeny. Then here's what we'll do. We shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house. I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route so I won't be spotted. Right. Here. That's where those ashmags are keeping the stolen cargo.
Yeah.
Out the bar, over the bridge, and to the left. There in the depths you'll find a small courtyard, through which you can get to the place. I'll be waiting nearby. You can come when it suits you, but the sooner you do, the better. I'll see you then, Shireen.
Alright, well, we got something to loot. Because obviously that is the top thing. The burly woman with a wealth of fiery hair is in the process of tinkering with some unknown device that is clicking melodiously. She has a rough-looking implant in place of her lower jaw. Yeah, I noticed that. Just to being wrong sometimes. I've noticed that if I don't refresh once I go live, it just doesn't update. But I've never really had a technical issue with Kick, outside of just that. I mean, it's basically just a copy paste of Twitch. Almost exactly, because they literally took the leaked source code that got taken from Twitch a while back, and then that's what they made their website off of. Welcome to the Adeptus Amassacus, sir. What can Octaviana get you? Amasac, low, something more interesting. Can't be. Are you Sister Argenta? The Sister Argenta, the one who has the worst gum and footfall shaking in their boots? The whole station is talking about you, and here you are in the flesh in our humble Amassacus. No more. I seek retribution against transgressors, not glory for myself. Basically, for people who want to get banned from Twitch to just go into, from what I see, at least some cases. I despise Twitch. I hate Twitch. I think that it is run by incredibly immoral people, far more so than Kick or even YouTube. Like, 'cause all of them have their problems. Like, don't get me wrong, but I absolutely despise Twitch. They have shown to be the single most unfair in the enforcement of their TOS. They will protect people if they agree with them politically. They will hound people if they disagree with them politically. They have a weird fucking hate boner for VTubers, which I'm not a fan of because I enjoy quite a few VTubers myself. Welcome back. I do not like Twitch. Whereas like with YouTube, it's just like everybody. Oh my God. Oh, you got past it because you said please message me on Discord. Bye. Yeah, like Kick has the gambling thing, which I'm not a huge fan of. YouTube has the copyright bullshit, which I'm also not a fan of. But yeah. Twitch has a lot more wrong with it than the other two as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, you there. You should know that if I see one dead body around here, I'll have you thrown out of my bar with a hole in your head. Your kind don't scare me. I'm not about to let you ruin my business by leaving corpses all over the room. You being here already is already making half my clients feel less thirsty. I have heard your threat. Do not fear. If I must kill someone here, you will not find the bodies. Yeah. YouTube are close to that with the BS copyright strikes of people just one-to-one copying content and getting away with it. Like, that's the thing, is like, there's... Okay, come on. It's the... How do I say it? It's the way that they handle it. And I think like the easiest way to fix it, I mean their AI is fucked right now. The AI that they use to like auto flag shit is just like absolutely fucked right now. Like one of the people that I watch had her fucking AdSense account banned for like a month and a half because of something that wasn't even true, and she couldn't get a hold of YouTube to get it fixed because she wasn't a big enough channel. And it's like shit like that. It's why I will never only stream on one platform. I will always stream on at least two, because if I lose, like, not that I'm big enough to really care about the money, because like honestly I'm not making any money on any of them right now. But if I do ever get to the point where I start making money, I will never only stream on one platform, because they can just decide to tell you to go fuck yourself and there's nothing you can do about it. But anyway, I have heard your threat. Do not fear. If I must kill someone here, you will not find the bodies. What is this place? You're in the oldest watering hole on Footfall, sir. The Adeptus Amassicus is the only Adeptus one can find on Footfall. I'm Octaviana. I serve drinks, lend an ear, and if it comes down to it, quiet the rowdy ones. Folks usually come to the Amassicus for either pleasure or business. Might I ask what brought you here? I have business. Where better to do business than Footfall, am I right? Business is the only thing keeping this melting pot going. If this wasn't the best place to make deals, Footfall would have been stripped clean long before now, one asteroid at a time. Sitting at this bar often puts folks in a talkative mood, and I don't see anybody paying me to keep quiet. Visits from eminent individuals like yourself boost the status of my establishment, so I can repay you by sharing what I've overheard. Some of it might help you out in your dealings. Why are you so interested? You looking into her or something? Apologize, sir. Me and my big mouth. I guess this is why they broke my jaw so many times. I mean, if you get your jaw broken multiple times in fights, I guess replacing it with a metal one is probably just a... It's just a good idea. Jay, you know, Jay's pretty great. She made a name for herself here on Footfall. She's a woman who came from nothing, follows the unwritten rules of this place, doesn't walk over all weaker folks, and she drinks like a fish to boot. There's lots to respect. Yeah, you would like to... Yeah, that makes sense. Sad thing is, it looks like she's got on the wrong side of Ladame, and since both of them, well, I guess all three of us, have ties to the Kesbalica. What is that again? Oh, okay. There's no way out of this. Jay should get off Footfall while she still can. Better to lose her business than her life. Odd name. What makes you say that? Do you know where you're standing? On the deck of the Martyr's Endurance, a sacred vessel that once belonged to the Adeptus Administratum. 100 years ago, the bureaucrats sent a mission here to establish a department, set up some kind of record keeping, overhaul Footfall, and make everything here follow a billion laws to the letter. As you can see, it was the Martyr's Endurance and its inhabitants that got overhauled in the end. I don't know what happened to them, but the locals like to come here to make deals and count their money like before. In this temple of the Imperium's accountants. Over there, you can even see the sign's been preserved, partially. The Emperor is always with us, sir. Did you even see the statue outside? It's kind of hard to miss. The thing is visible through every crack. The Immortal One watches over us, and since he hasn't yet blown this sorry excuse for his station to smithereens, and the spar along with it, I guess it suits him just fine. Give me the latest. One might interest you, a tale I heard from Tipsy Voidboard from a cargo barge. They exited the warp halfway between Furibundus and the Evoria system. Came upon a shuttle wreck adrift. The shuttle was registered to the Inevitable Triumph, a merchant ship that disappeared decades ago. She was bound for Footfall. Her cargo holds brimming with valuable goods, but she never made it. If anything at all survived the shipwreck, it'd be quite the lucky find. Some poor salt hero was bawling about his crew tossed out a whole shipment of cargo along with the trash, and it was his fault somehow. He hid the fact, and once they docked to Footfall, he immediately went on the run. No surprise there. Had they discovered his blunder, he would have been executed. I don't know what sort of cargo it was, but the ships he served on usually goes between Footfall and Winterscale's realm. If you pass the 100 Dreams crossroads and Langram's Belt, if you happen by that area, you might want to look for whatever the idiot chucked overboard. That'll do for now. How the hell are you supposed to find just like random debris that was chucked out of a ship in space? In space! Also, it's not like you would just stay stationary once it gets chucked out of the fucking... Whatever. How are things here? Haven't been on a... Haven't been to our fine station for a while, have you? You just gotta believe, right? There's no such thing as momentum and inertia. Once you throw something out, it stops. As per usual, there's never a dull moment. Either someone's getting shot in a square, or some rich guy's going on a safari to hunt commoners in the Shadow Quarters. The most dangerous game shit has going on. Sure, at least make sure that the local shenanigans don't get in the way of business on the station, but what happens on the outskirts adds a little spice to our lives. We make do, but the real trouble is, with every passing day, it gets harder to find grub. I hear that some horrors are happening in the void outside of Furibundus, that not all ships are making it here, and Legion's old patrons don't seem to be in a hurry to help. Taking a toll on Vladame's authority, and if his authority wobbles too hard, he'll have plenty of people lining up to take his place. Alright, I'll be gone. Alright. Well, I guess we, oh. How did I miss that? Oh, that's how I missed that. Alright, time to leave. I mean, we'll start off at the Shadow Quarters and then we'll go to the other one, I guess. Let me look at what the quests were. Loads. Please game load. There we go. All right. So yeah, inevitable triumph. Interesting. Okay, so Lost in the Void. Footfall still waiting for news from an ancient ark known as Wasteland Weaver. So, okay. So where is this bridge? Oh yeah, that's the quarantine zone. There's nothing that looks like it would be like a bridge that was started and not finished. Unless it is this? Oh, that's also in the fucking quarantine zone.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Hmm. I wish I could zoom out a bit. Because I feel like the bridge that I'm looking for is in the quarantine zone. What if I go back to the Liege? He might have. I might be able to get access to the quarantine zone from him. This quarantine zone, not gonna lie. Well, there's definitely gonna be fights in there. 1000% there's gonna be fights in there. But it's also just like spammed with fucking traps as well. You. Greetings, your lordship. I don't mean to hurt you, but I do hope that our deal is still in place. The station continues to experience... Yeah. Why is there quarantine? Oh, that. Who knows? It could be an actual epidemic, or perhaps the two families that started it all just came down with food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. Best solution here is to isolate the area and wait for the problem to resolve itself. I wish to help. The man introduced himself as a servant of House Corda, asked to have a word with me, and then imagine. The end of it again, I presume. Those anarchical degenerates don't care whom they shoot, be it my servants, yours, or those in the employ of House Corda. This agent wished to negotiate a deal that would have you refrained from hindering Incendia Corda's efforts to strangle us with the threat of hunger and demand our obedience. so I don't believe I would be mourning the man's passing for long. Yeah, that is a little annoying. That's like the second or third time that that's happened. Somebody starts talking to me and then they get shot in the head. That is indeed lamentable. But these are the times we live in, and this is Footfall. Its denizens don't always look for a reason to spill blood. That is truly an outstanding accomplishment, your lordship. Footfall can now rest easy, at least until the next mad hoodlum makes himself known. Yep. Oh, wait, I have no more questions. Come on. You brat. You brat. Okay, so yeah, this one, that's right. This one has like a... So if I do this, that's only 1,000. And I need 5,020 to get to the next one. So there's no point in doing that right now, actually. Oh, shit, we leveled up. Finishing that quest leveled us up. Hell yeah. Where the assassin attacks an enemy that is at full wounds, he says he gains plus 20% dodge and dodge reduction against that enemy until the end of the assassin's next turn. That's not really that useful. Attacks an enemy with a single target attack. This attack reduces the target's armor and dodge by 10% until the end of the assassin's turn. Does not stack. That's quite good. Every turn, the first use of assassin. Oh, yeah, 100%. Give me all of the extra AP. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. That is definitely what we're doing here for that one. Okay. Has at least one temporary wound. They get plus 10, 20% parry and armor. That's really good. All enemies in a 2-cell radius around the Vanguard suffer -8 penalty to dodge against all attacks except the Vanguards. Priority target. Those enemies suffer a -11%. Instead, each stack of unyielding beacon additionally increases armor and parry by 1%. Brilliant steel -29% less damage. Please affect by any of the Vanguard's ability. Allies affected by... Okay, gain 5%. Does not stack. I think this is just like really good. Because that's basically a... That is basically a passive. That is basically just a passive 12% parry and armor chant. Which scales off of toughness. Nice. So I think that's what I want to do. I set penalty to weapon skill for attacks of opportunity granted instead of -20. Deal an additional 7 damage. That's actually really good. I might do that actually. This might actually be it. This is a bit more... This looks a bit more... This is a bit more offensive versus this is more defensive. We'll do that. All right. Master begins combat with additional sex attack to equal to the number of enemies. Ooh. Yep. That's actually like insanely good. 4% more damage to targets with less than 50%. Feels more. All the master abilities work as if the master 5 more stacks. This also scales off of fellowship. Okay. Yeah, I think we just take against all odds. Specific builds you're aiming for, like gimmicky builds or like crit base or something. I don't know what's available. That would require me to have knowledge of this game. I'm just kind of winging it. I'm like, oh, this looks good. Oh, this seems good. So like for him, for Abelard, it's mostly like a tanky defensive character. My guy's a sniper, so the more damage, the better. She's more of a support character. What's this? Using linchpin now spends only 1/4. Yeah. She's more of a support character. She has some fairly devastating attacks. But she could like give people extra turns. She could boost other people's stats, stuff like that. Cabela here is a very high damaging melee character who does a lot of AoE damage as well. And also does a little bit of damage over time, but not as much. Toughness is 50, Medicaid 75. So that actually is really good. That just increases her health by quite a bit. It'd be what, 2 times 17, so 34. What? Only 4. Why only 4? Optimizing turn-based characters for ultra-specific builds like Pokemon Showdown. Oh yeah, no. Like I'm there with you. Like I feel that for sure. I just don't have enough knowledge of this game to really be focusing on like hyper optimal stuff. I'm just kind of like, this seems kind of cool, kind of thing. So what did we get? Piece of free signals. Oh yeah, that's right. Praise killed all enemies in a 10-cell radius around. Have their agility reduced for 2 rounds. That's in a 10-cell radius. That is an enormous difference. That is an enormous fucking area. -5 times the praise difficulty tier for 2 rounds. So difficulty tier is usually somewhere between 1 and 3 right now still. So it would be 5 to 15 most of the time. Happy Meal Rewards should have. Oh yeah. Like if I were to look up like optimal builds in this game, like obviously there's going to be a bunch of them. There's going to be a bunch of channels that have like, this is how you should build Cabela, and if you do anything else, you're fucking retarded, right? Like like there's going to be channels like that, but like especially for a first blind playthrough, I'm not trying to be hyper optimal. I'm only playing on normal difficulty, and these builds are doing more than enough. You know what? I like this. I like the idea of just like, none of you have agility anymore. Ow. And trust me, I have definitely done the thing where I'm like, I will sit here. There's actually a playlist on my channel where I go through the other Owlcat games for Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous, and I critique the auto builds that they have for all of the characters to keep up the funny damage numbers. I could just go gruesome kill with her too, and just double up on the agility drain, because it doesn't say that it doesn't stack, but it also doesn't say that it stacks. This requires you to kill with a critical hit. Coin flip chance, right? 90% of gamblers quit before they win big. Yeah, for real. And that's actually something that I have, that I've bitched and moaned about this game is the not quite descriptive enough ability descriptions. But that has unfortunately been like a calling card for Owlcat. Oh, that's until the end of combat and it stacks. And she hits, she uses a shotgun, so she does AoE every time. Ooh, that could be good. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one for her. Get her a bit of a crit chance. Okay, cool. All right, so we talked to him about the thing. We might be able to get into the quarantine zone now. Might be able to get into the quarantine zone now. And yeah, like I have Wrath of the Righteous builds for like the entire Fellowship of the Ring that I pulled up. Being a crit chance demon if possible, especially since shotgun AoE sounds devastating. It is pretty damn strong. Go here. Yeah, because we gotta talk to what's his nuts. Yeah, this guy. I wish to enter the quarantine zone. We're letting no one in. I'm telling you right now, bribes and intimidation. File a petition with the Liege if you're so desperate, but my advice. But I did, and he said that he can't stop me.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Oh. Wait, is this supposed to be the bridge? What? Wait, what? Wait. The other caches. Did I go in here before? Did this exist before? Ah! Container seal shut on all sides. You notice the remnants of metallic tabs that have been cut. What joy it is to see you. Follow me, please. Okay. That man forgot how to run and was just sliding across the floor there for a second. Alright, time for combat.
Lord Captain, do you think this enterprise is wise? I wouldn't be surprised if this all turns out to be a trap.
Oh my god, I took care of all the fucking barrels already.
Sarian, this place reminds me of the maintenance modules on Urax.
I have been here before.
All the colors are so grubby.
I don't care, shut up. I have been here before. I cleared out all the explosive barrels already, so they can't be used against us. Hell yeah. Alright, so we can send her here. Terry, I'm gonna put you right next to her. Gabella is gonna go. Ooh, hello. We have a combat servitor here. Thug, thug, thug. Combat, thug. Combat servitor, thug. Okay, so we want to kill this guy. This guy's very important to kill. Abelard, we will send over here. Argento, we will send here. And Pascal, we will send here. Yeah, that works. Okay.
If I may,
What I could literally just run up and just hit. Look at all of the people that I could hit with this. Fuck it, right? As I said, she has like a very, very big fucking AoE that she can use. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of her stronger fucking, oh wait, what does this do again? Powers their next attack to deal 4% additional damage for every stack. Oh, shit! Oh, shit, imagine. Imagine I get fucking 84% extra damage. Oh, well. Oh, well. All right. Time to... So we want to do this first, right? Yes. Yes, we want to do that first. No, stop only attacking. Why did you not hit the fucking servitor at all? God damn it. All right. -2 penalty to armor. What is your armor? 35. Okay. Let's do this. And then we do this. There we go.
A moving target lives longer.
I was about to say, you are not about to fucking hit my guy, right? Wait, what do you mean I only got 3? Oh, no, wait, that's not down to prey. Wait. Why did I only get 1... What the hell just happened? Why did I only get 2 action points here?
Computation fails.
That's fucking weird. I don't know what happened to his action points. Wait, what was bring it down? Fee did that. Okay. I was like, wait, why do I only have... Okay, I get it now. Okay, I understand what happened. Okay. She gave him an extra turn that only had 2 AP. That wasn't his actual turn. Motherfucker's running away like a bee. Alright, so we're gonna go here. And we're gonna do this. Here, let's do this first, right? Okay, let's do this first. All right, and then we do this. And then I try... So wait. Let me... Next attack costs -1 AP. Yeah. So we want to do this. And then I can shoot again. Beautiful. Should have done that first, but it's fine. You're gonna die as soon as it's your turn. You might also die as soon as your...
Let's make it quick.
Show me what you've got.
Yeah. The fools attacked Abelard. You morons.
Hold on.
All right, Terry. Can you hit this guy? No, you do not have line of sight on him. That sucks. I can hit the servitor. He's got a lot of health. Like, these guys have 18. This guy's got 69. Very nice, but I think we gotta take him out. All right, and then we have... Oh yeah, we already have a... That did no damage whatsoever. What the hell? Oh shit, I forgot to... Oops. Did I just... Wait, did I just kill this guy? Oops. Actually, not oops. Fuck that guy. I think I just stop, right? Okay, so if I do this... I actually want them to be able to attack me. Oh, shit. Alright. Shift 5. I can get these 3 at least. Get them taunted. Hell yeah. Mr. Pascal. Alright, so now we actually have his full turn. Nice. And then I can hit him again. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Let me check something real quick. They do have reject the fresh. The fresh. Reject the fresh. Okay, so Pascal is actually doing more damage to these servitors, which is nice. What do you mean no line of sight to the target? Oh wait, does this have to be... Oh shit, it's within a 1-cell rate. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, that's a little unfortunate, but... That... Oh, this is the thing. Oh, oops. All right, well. All right. Killed his own person.
Let's get to it.
I love that these guys just cannot hit my people. Like Abelard and Cabela are like damn near immune to damage because their fucking dodge and parry and shit is so high. Oh, that's just rude. That's just rude. If I bring her right into the middle, that's like a really fucking stupid idea. However, if I bring her back here, I can kill 4 of these, or 3 of these, possibly all 4. We got them all! Let's fucking go! As I said, she has a really good AoE attack that just fucks people up. Parry chance affected from any distance or attack types. So you can't normally parry a ranged attack. You can dodge a ranged attack potentially, but you can't parry it. And the way that melee attacks work is melee is a guaranteed hit unless it is blocked, parried, or dodged. So like here, let me open the thing here. When did he... Okay, so here we go. So like total hit chance, right? 100% chance to hit. This is every attack roll. But she's got a 59% chance to dodge, a 20% chance to parry. And you have to yeah, see, triggered auto hit due to melee attack. You have to beat these percentages, and if you beat all of these percentages, then you hit for a melee attack. Whereas with a ranged attack, let's see. Ah, here we go. You have a ranged attack. First struck. Oh my god. So like, see, he kept rolling. So he only actually, he got this one and this one because he only had a 35% chance to hit on any of these attacks. You know, he rolled a 57 here, 71, a 41, and then he got a 35 and a 19. But the dumb motherfucker was shooting through, like, past his own people. So he got a crit on his own person and killed him, which is just hilarious. But yeah. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. Oh, I can do it again. I forgot I could do it again. Bye. How many enemies are left? Just the one? And Cabela's next anyway. Gotta love friendly fire. Oh, yeah. The throne would come here with just the three of us. Yeah, considering the fact that you guys did basically nothing. We need to open the passage of the tunnels and let our guys in. Jay, on your signal. Touch something from the cargo. Hooray! 2, 3, 5. Thank the Exalted One. Those Ashmags didn't have time to make off with anything yet. Give me 2 minutes, Shireen. I'll send the coordinates to my loyal crew who will deliver my property somewhere safe. And done. We're good. Now how about we relocate to a more pleasant and private space to discuss the details of our deal. Can't parry projectiles. Imagine you get shot point blank and the guy who shot you is the one that dies because of the shitty 3% parry chance activating. Yeah. Well, I haven't run into it that much in here, but I think shooting in melee provokes an attack of opportunity. I know it does in the Pathfinder games, unless you have a certain feat. But I think it might provoke an attack of opportunity, so you don't even need to worry about that. You can just like, oh, you're trying to shoot me? Well, I'm gonna stab you while you try to shoot me, kind of thing. Just gonna leave your cargo. Nothing to worry about. After all the ruckus we've caused here, I doubt anyone will go anywhere near these containers. I am, however, infinitely flattered by your concern for my, now our, property. All right, let's go. Stop right there, in the name of the liege. The gaunt, pale-skinned man in grimy clerical robes glances at you and immediately falls to his knees obsequiously. Your Excellency, please forgive my vehemence, most noble Terry. I never expected to encounter such eminent persons in this corner of Footfall. I am Vladimir Takara's personal agent. I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment, the distribution of which is banned in the lands of Footfall. Heretis Xeno-heresy that has been fraudulently delivered to a bastion of the Holy Imperium. I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Terry, that your presence here is merely a misunderstanding brought about by another's manipulations. It is too great a coincidence that the Legion's representative should arrive in the Shadow Quarter just after Jay has recovered her rifle spoils. It seems that the guards reported the problems with the shipment over the Fox, and to not to just anyone, but to the Legion's personal agent. Vladimir Takara knew about the shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself and get rid of Jay if he could. Behold the grubby, underhanded struggle between cold traders, and had it not been for your impromptu deal struck in the bar, Vladimir might have succeeded. I want one of these two. No, your lordship. I beg you to forgive this wretched serf. A terrible misunderstanding. 1,000 apologies. I won't disturb you further. Damn right you won't. I wish I could see Vladimir's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the toes of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse. Damn right. Deadly sorry about this confusion. Vladimir and I have had our difficulties, but I never thought he'd want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark corner. At least not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, Shireen, my gang and I would already be floating in orbit around one of Footfall's asteroids. And yes, my shipment contains Xeno artifacts. Heretic! Possession of which is a death sentence for any commoner, but you, Shireen, do not strike me as a commoner. If I had told you directly, you would have become, shall we say, complicit. But since these illicit words did not escape my lips, you would merely You agree to help the unfortunate soul, me, to recapture a few containers. My sincerest wish was to protect you from any unnecessary trouble, Shireen. I swear by the Exalted One, and I do hope that this misunderstanding will not affect our future cooperation. This statement is true, with the exception that you yourself are an uneducated laywoman and a thief who ought to stay away from the technological perversities of non-humans. I am now requesting your preventative disposal. Uneducated me? I've held things in my hands that you, cog for brains, can only dream of in your oil-soaked data fantasies. Stop hiding behind piety and law. You're simply defending your clique's monopoly on anything and everything of interest and monetary value. Shooter. I swear on the goodness of the Exalted One. Jay makes the sign of the Aquila with an unexpectedly solemn expression. Domentary, if it is indeed your wish to let this heretic into your retinue, then allow me to carve a vow of service into her tongue. Let the pain prevent her from uttering words of deceit and remind her of obedience. Don't even think about it, you crazed Kashka, unless you want me to add a few extra bits of lead to the metal adornments on that sulky mug of yours. You sully the Von Valancius name by inviting people like her into your retinue, Lord Captain. The decision is yours, but do not be surprised if unsavory rumors start to spread on Footfall. Motherfucker, I have an unsanctioned psyker in my retinue. What are you talking about? It is a strange circle you are forming around yourself, rogue traitor. Sister Argenta, I've heard all about your deeds on Footfall, but I never would have guessed there was an angelic beauty behind the idle gossip. She's basically Octavia from Kingmaker. While we're at it, Shireen, when you were going to reveal your truth, when were you going to? I am flattered by your attention, but if I had known I was talking to a rogue trader, not an envoy of one, I would have shown some decorum. That is so human, your lordship. I guess people at the top have a lot more in common with regular folk than some might think. Either way, I'm entirely willing to join your retinue. From now on, my knowledge and experience are entirely at your disposal. Oh, and one more thing. If you're interested in a rather lucrative offer, one that can give the Von Valancius Protectorate a leg up, I'd say now isn't the time to be thinking about such things, but once we get back to your ship, perhaps you could spare me a minute, Shireen. Oh, yeah. I am going to not take her right now, because I don't know what her what her skills and stuff are. And, like, all of my characters are performing a very specific role at the moment. So until I know more about who she is and, like, what she can do and all that, like, basically, once I leave Footfall, I'll take a look at her. All right, what do the boots do? Increase the wearer's movement points by ooh. That is always potentially really good. I'm so glad that I fucking cleared out all the explosive barrels. Oh my god. That made this fight so much easier. Didn't have my fucking melee characters exploding every 2 seconds. Alright, I think that's everything. Yeah, it looks like that's everything. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out how to get into the quarantine zone. I wish I had the option to just reveal that I was a rogue trader. Which maybe now that I have.
The
divine watches over us.
Yeah, because this is like a return spot. Like I can use this elevator once I get down there, but I can't fucking get down there. Can I just jump?
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Where the hell are you going? See?
Know your duty.
Yeah. Oh, man. Maybe okay, so I'm gonna try talking to the liege one more time now that I've like more people know that I am a fucking rogue trader. No, wait. Maybe I talked to the priest? Maybe I talked to the priest? I think he's in the atrium? So there's a... Oh, wait, I need the turret. Where's the turret at? There is a like that quarantine zone. I'm fairly certain that there's a whole ass quest down there, and I'm trying to get access to it. And the guy that's blocking the road specifically says that you might be able to get something. You might like be able to get something out of the liege to let you through. Faction reputation, Drushians 200. Hooray! I hope that their suffering was commensurate with their deeds. I only need 200 more to be able to get these. Okay, so what? Who's got plan B if talking doesn't work? Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that that's working. 2300? I don't need 2300. All right, hooray! Another 4,000. Oh yeah. We have boots. Harry doesn't have any boots yet. You just go guns blazing if that's possible. Unfortunately, I don't think it doesn't seem to be, unfortunately. Okay, so we could just put it on Cassia. I don't really care about Terry's movement. These are really important for her. There's a 25% chance to gain 2 MP. I think we're gonna put those on her. All right. Damn it. So you should give the boots for yeah. Like my actual mainline boot frontline characters, they already have boots that are better than just getting 2 MP. Okay. So there is supposed to be a turret somewhere. And that turret is where their cache is supposed to be, right? Oh. Okay. I just have to wait. I think we are. I think we are actually leaving Footfall now. I thought there was more to do here. I'm gonna be entirely honest. Also, you say finally leaving Footfall. We've only been here for like 6 hours. 7 hours. 8 hours. 12 hours. 30 hours. Yes, we got Jay. She's waiting for us back on the ship.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Oh, there is still the cache. There is still the cache. Oh, wait, it is in the atrium. The drunk guy's riddle. Working on that right now, actually. Okay. So it is the Drusius stuff. So it's over here. The hell? If this isn't where it's supposed to be... Was it this? Maybe it's this? On the right path, seeker, remember the place. Small quay, large windows. The hell's a quay? Dock Alpha Row. Okay, so now we go back to the dock. Now we go back to the dock. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense for the for this to be the last thing that you're doing here, because like you get it at basically the end, and the only two things that you have to do once you get to that area is this and the J fight in the warehouse. So small quay, large windows. Over here, right? Big ass windows here. Yep, there we go. Now what? Answer is close. Remember the word realizing. Remember the place. A tunnel in the shadow of a bridge in the shadow of the great statue. Tunnel in the shadow course. God damn it. Oh, I can't even do it. Absolute trash. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I'm a refugee? Wait. Hello? Refugees from Kiavagama are looking at you, some with apprehensive frowns, some with uncontrolled gratitude. Maybe inaccessible for now. That's what it looks like. Looks like it's just something that I'm gonna have to come back for. Ah, okay. Told you everything back in the square. Things are rough on Kiavagama. Maybe there isn't even a Kiavagama anymore. The planet was attacked by a horde of heretics. They shouted unholy prayers and cut down people left and right. We heard everything from orbit, listening to one Voxcast after another. We realized there wasn't anyone left to save, so we thought we'd run. But then it was like our crew went mad somehow. The captain smashed his own head against a cogitator, and so did half the officers. Everyone who survived did their best to steer the ship into the warp, and here we are. Only 3 ships made it out alive. Ours being one of them. We don't know what happened to the other 2. They never made it to Footfall. We couldn't save it. The ship was damaged during the escape. We're lucky it got us all the way to Footfall. It's at the far docks, but there isn't much use for it anymore. It doesn't look like it's going to be fly anywhere. The local recollegers have already removed some of the valuable parts. You can send your people to take apart whatever is left, scavenge some components. Nice. The map of the Expanse was revealed to me before the Sea of Souls roiled and tangled the paths. How did you, desperate ones, reach Footfall all the way from the Kranich system without a navigator? Please forgive my worthless words. We were feeling our way in the dark, you could say. All we had was some old maps. We prayed for the God Emperor, to the God Emperor, day and night, while our helmsman plotted the course. A miracle it must have been, your lordship. Nah. Okay. So there's that. We have Opticon. Here's somebody that I can trade with, right? What is this? +6. Also gives +3 after using a medkit. Ooh. That's quite nice. Pascal. I have a new weapon for you. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. Which planet are you thinking of going to first? No idea. I'll figure that out. Soonish. Maybe. 6 to Medicaid. 3 MP after using a med kit. Who is good? Okay, so you have 65, 30, 30, 75. Yeah, she's got the highest Medicaid. Pascal's also got some. Once you get into the ship, it's just like open world pretty much. Yeah, I don't even know what is available to me. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna give that to him. It almost gets him tied with Cabela for that. Okay. Where is our ship? Heinrichs. Oh, hey. Hello. Honored interrogator, what a surprise. Did you perchance leave something in your cabin? Not at all, First Officer Worsarian. I'm not in the habit of leaving a trail, but I thank you for your concern. Pleased to see you again. Glad to hear that my presence aboard your ship did not leave you with any unpleasant memories. I hope your disposition won't change once I've explained the reason for my visit. You want to come with? I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic events that transpired on Rykad Minoris. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movements and actions of enemies of humanity, including the Xenos that we're assuming were involved in the theft of the star. That's still such a wild thing to say. Just in casual conversation. Yeah, they just stole a whole ass fucking star. According to their findings, the threat now hangs over other worlds. This time yours, Lord Captain. By the order of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, whose duty it is to stand sentinel over the Coronis expanse. Gotta clock out, have fun with the rest of the stream, dude. Have a good night, random. I hope you sleep well. It was good having you in. And yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Like Jay, she's part of my main team. I have 3 officers, Jay, Cass, and MC giving extra turns. It's kind of busted. Oh, I bet it is. Oh, I bet that's like actually kind of insane. By the order of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, whose duty it is to stand sentinel over the Coronis expanse, the rogue traitor of House Van Valancius is to take on board the agent of the most holy Inquisition and provide escort and support in deeds great and small that serve to safeguard the territories of the Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remains in effect until decided otherwise by His Excellency Calcazar. The Lord Inquisitor has deemed that my presence aboard your ship and in your retinue would be significantly more beneficial to the fight against heresy and evil than my return to my mentor's side. Our parting before our arrival on Footfall was premature. The cause is the activity of humanity's enemies, including the Cult of the Final Dawn. In my absence, the situation in the Coronis expanse has changed. I've received an exhaustive report from my agents. The heresy has taken root in the region where the Von Valancius worlds lie. You probably already know about the fate of the industrial world of Kiava Gamma. If not, then I will share what details I know, but not here. Better to talk on board where we will not be overheard. Yes. And it's befitting a righteous servant of the Emperor. If duty has brought you aboard the rogue trader ship once more, then such is the Emperor's will. Welcome back, Interrogator. Thank you, sister. It is an honor to be traveling with one of the blessed Adepta Sororitas. Master Van Calax, Cassio's voice is brimming with genuine joy, which she immediately hides behind a facade of highborn primness. Since you are with us once more, I do hope you will find time to finish our conversation about the library works of Kronhaller the Blessed. I'll make every effort, Lady Arcelio. Must also deliver this to you. Heinrichs pulls out a sealed letter. The Lord Inquisitor. You like Hein? I do. I do. The Lord Inquisitor specified that the contents of this envelope are for your eyes only. I would ask you to read it as soon as you have time. Well, let's read it. May the Emperor's... Oh my god. Words! May the Emperor's faithful forever... May the Emperor's faithful forever remain in the light of his favor. Let me first express my condolences on the tragic death of the most honorable Theodora von Valancius. Nevertheless, I was elated to learn that the wart of the rogue trader has been passed to a worthy and promising heir. These words are not hollow compliments, but rather the Inquisition's official opinion of your person. As fate would have it, you have taken the reins of the von Valancius dynasty in an hour most dire, when grim portents of dark events to come are surfacing throughout the Coronis expanse. I have been duty-bound to become the first sentinel who sees the approaching threat, and I hereby alert you that it is indeed coming. Our loyalty and resolve will be tested. People such as you and I will become pillars that will unite the Emperor's frightened children and inspire them to fight back. And so I greet you as my dependable ally and assure you of my favor. From now on, you have a trusted friend within the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition and receptive confidant on whom you can rely. Should the dark times ahead require you to make questionable choices, have no doubt that such an incident will be examined in an exceedingly temperate fashion that rules out the most radical forms of judgment. I have faith in the success of our partnership, and thank you for your contribution, both past and future. Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar. Hooray, we have... Alright, continue. That is everything for the time being. Are you headed to the ship, or do you still have business on Footfall? Whatever the case, I can either wait for you on board or accompany you as part of your revenue. You will wait aboard the ship. Alright. I just want to double check. Yeah, so I still gotta find Solomon. I wanted to double check because I couldn't remember if he said that he was going to be waiting for us on the ship or in the dock.
Thank you for responding to my request, Rogue Trader. I'm here on the orders of Marshal Strax to ask for your help. We are in pursuit of a tithe thief. We must board the thief ship, execute the heretic for his crimes, and return the sacred tribute to the protection of the Adeptus Arbites. The reward for your assistance in this matter will be the thief's frigate, the Heartless, which we will capture in the course of the mission. Glato, speak! Not every cybermastiff receives a personal greeting from a rogue trader. Such an honor warrants a response.
Yeah, why have you...
And I was rebuffed. As Rogue Trader Winterscale rightly pointed out, from the moment of the tithe's collection, responsibility for it transfers to the Adeptus Arbites. He also noted that the loss of a world is not an inconsiderable detriment to his protectorate, and he has no intention of expending resources to recover something that no longer belongs to him. Under similar circumstances in the past, our arrangement would have obliged us to turn to Lady Theodora. She was a key figure in supporting the Lex Imperialis in the Coronis Expanse. It is not for me to judge the Emperor's anointed, not least when I cannot fault his reasoning. Captain Sargona and his flagship, the Heartless, are concealed in Mundus Nullius. The exact location can only be determined with your ship's augurs when we enter the system. The Heartless is escorted by a small flotilla. You'll need to neutralize it in order to capture the frigate. Our BT strike teams will land on the upper deck, while your boarding party handles the remaining bays. My squad of arbitrators will take on the most difficult and dangerous part of the operation. The ultimate goal is to capture the captain's bridge and interrogate and execute Sargona.
Any tactical recommendations?
The task is relatively simple. Kill all enemies we encounter, and not let them kill us. Sargona must be taken alive for questioning, but I and my team will handle that. There is one other thing.
Yeah, so?
The following call signs will be used for Vox communication during the mission. You will be RT1, and I will be DX1. I also request you use RBT sign language throughout. Non-verbal commands are faster than speaking, and will allow us to catch our target unawares. Here is a short list.
It's on a data slate. Study. What do call signs mean?
DX1 means I am in command of the Delta Xi.
Sleepers are coming for you? Yeah.
It's one of our standard designations.
I woke up like 4 times today.
RT1 is you, the rogue trader and leader of the Row Theta squad. For a short mission like this one, these identifiers should suffice.
You have a deal.
Good. Do you have any further questions?
No.
I'm still on mission, and in your absence, my subordinates and I will be checking weapons and finalizing tactics for the assault.
Okay, so you don't get him as a party member until after the mission. Got it.
Stein, transfer the latest data. Bryce, hologram. This one has the complete file. He is a former privateer and a fugitive psyker. At one time, he was involved
he's a psyker.
in the gold trade and the supply of Xenos mercenaries, but his pirate habits got the better of him, and he started robbing his associates. Now, even among the criminal rabble, he is known as a nasty piece of work. Something of an achievement, you will agree. Sargona is cunning, cruel, and unpredictable.
Sentis Guido Sargona. Homeworld unknown. Psyker. Specialty pyromancy. Formerly sanctioned. Abandoned his post on a privateer ship and joined the pirates. Spalica, Xenos, alleged heretical cults. Also implicated in at least 15 attacks on trading vessels. That's alive. Image quality leaves something to be desired, but you can make out the criminal's surfeit of augments and sumptuous clothing. There's something haughty, almost maniacal in his bearing, like the tyrants who sooner or later proclaim themselves gods. You're so well informed.
Shortly after the fall of Rakad Manoris, I questioned the Liege of Footfall. He supplied me with exhaustive information about Sargona and his ship, and gave the arbitrators full access to the docks. I suspect Takara's compliance stems from some bad blood between him and Sargona. Scum-eating scum. Nothing new there.
That will do.
As you wish.
Tell me about this ship.
The Heartless is the enemy flagship. It has been corrupted with inhuman technology, but you have the necessary resources to purge it of Xenos filth and make it serve the Imperium once more. Even if you don't wish to own a ship previously crewed by pirates, you will have prospective buyers lining up to take it off your hands.
Okay.
I'm no expert on ships, but when I questioned the captains on Footfall about the Heartless, they were almost salivating as they listed its virtues.
Purifying and removing a ship equipped with blasphemous modifications from the hands of apostates is the sacred duty of all servants of the Omnissiah and of the Emperor.
I do not have the power to choose my assignments, Rogue Trader. However, if the mission is successful, the Marshal is unlikely to refuse to deploy me as your escort.
Oh, Jesus. I see. I have no more questions.
Acknowledged. Sargona is already dead. He just doesn't know it yet.
Hooray! Alright, let's get out of here. I was not expecting to leave Footfall today. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that we were going to be on there for quite a bit longer. Oh. Got to see now. Good damn it, Cabela. You stop self-dismemberment for like 5 minutes. Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship's systems is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel, except there's an issue you must be made aware of. I have been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double-check the route to Dargonis and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. No more than a minor warp fluctuation. Wait. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the Atlas. It's not the same thing everywhere. The warp is roiling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. Oh, fun. Storms are our enemies, just like heretics and demons. It's a shame they can't be dispersed with a flamer or a bolter. Agreed. Now I can be certain that problems with astropathic communication in the Cronus Expanse are no coincidence. There is a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. It is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you will need to locate the key worlds of this Von Valencia's protectorate as soon as possible. I'm talking about Janus, Dargonis, and Kiavagama, charting new routes so they can be reached and restored control. will be your... Oh my god, yeah, the sleepies are really fucking getting to me. I probably should have... $8.24. Okay. Tell me about Janus. Surface of Janus is altered extensively so the planet can be designated an agri-world. It's a powerful food base. We need to get to Janus, right? We need to confirm that that is good, because that's like the trade that we just set up with what's his face. The worlds at the same time. Janus owes as much as its proprietors to the governor House of Viet. Under the leadership, the world has grown ever more prosperous year after year, securing shipments and taxes while keeping the workforce tightly controlled. Kawagama, industrial world, is being managed by the governor House of Gaprak, as supplies, yeah, except it's fucked. World marked by the omniscience patronage by his grace, the manufacturers of the colony are inhabited by committed, industrious machine spirits. Solomon neglected to mention that the Kawagama manufacturer also supplies a heavy machinery, from forge harvesters to vessel systems and components. You display commendable knowledge of our world's manufacturing capability, Von Galax. Pleased to be of service. About Dargonis. It's the heart and soul of your protectorate. It is where the main administrative resource and storage facilities are, and so is the Von Valancia's palace. If you would like to know, it's where you'll publicly accept the title of rogue trader. Dargonis is a major administrative hub that runs the cargo fleet and keeps track of finances. Rediscovering this agri-world will supply your protectorate with something none of your servants can do without: sustenance. The importance of basic supplies should not be underestimated. So you have Footfall in its current pitiful state. Agreed. On the other hand, I'm concerned by the rumors concerning Kawagama. There have been no problems on Janus for many years, but something is very wrong with the industrial world right now. Delay may cost us the entire planet. I trust I do not have to explain the capital world. Losing it would make us the laughingstock of the other dynasties. Besides, the loss of chronicles and legends would spare a bureaucratic catastrophe. So all three systems are equally vital to the main system. Equally vital to the protectorate. It falls to you to decide which should be brought into the fold before the rest. Got it. Okay, that's it. Okay, before we go, I want to take a look at... Oh, yeah, oh, that's right. We already knew that she was an officer. Okay, we'll deal with that later, because I do not have the fucking brain capacity. Okay, so tomorrow we leave Footfall and go somewhere. Probably Janus, but I might change my mind between today and tomorrow. I'm also going to take a look at Jay more specifically and see what exactly she adds to the party besides being an officer that wields pistols. Beyond that, so yeah, tomorrow's more Rogue Trader. Next Tuesday, we're going to be doing the Golduck solo run. Next Wednesday, we're going to be continuing through DMC 3. We got through the first Virgil fight this past week, so it'll be interesting to see how far we get next week. And yeah, that's the plan for the next week. If you are over on the YouTube side of things, if you haven't done so already, I'd very much appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I do apologize that the sleepies hit me real fucking hard here at the end. But you know, that's what it is lately. I just cannot stay awake sometimes. If you're over on the Kick side of things, if you would hit that follow button, that would also be very much appreciated. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a nap before I go into work so that I can actually do my job tonight. Yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all as always, and as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.